I'm Lindsay Mills, and I'm here with David Mills and Briar Beckton, two former Arkansas State cross-country and track athletes, to talk about why they enjoy running, why they came to Arkansas State, and what they're doing now that they're not collegiate athletes anymore. So first tell me who you are and where you're from.
My name is Briar Beckton. I'm from Cabot, Arkansas.
And I'm David Mills from Hot Springs, Arkansas.
And why did you begin running to begin with?
The start was in junior high, and basically you had three choices of sports, which was football, basketball, or track. And I was too small for football and pretty terrible at basketball, so I just signed up for track.
I was somewhat the same. I started playing basketball, but eventually got cut from the team and decided that I wanted to go out for track, and because I had done a little bit previously, and it worked out pretty well.
What made you to decide to run in college?
Just a different level of competition. I enjoyed it so much in high school, I thought that I might as well just keep trying and see how far I can take this, and so that's pretty much the only reason why I chose to run in college.
Pretty much the same for me. It was just the next step in competing, and once you once you have some success, you just want to keep going with it.
All right, and do you still run today now that your collegiate experience is finished? What would you say about the sport now?
Now I run very recreationally, only maybe 2 or 3 times a week at most, and I enjoyed my time doing it, but the daily grind of training every day, just don't really have the time to stay on that level or the desire like I used to.
I still run a little bit. I'm really trying to get back into it in a serious way because I love the sport, and even over the past few months when I haven't been running, I've always kept up with the sport, so it's always will be a huge part of my life.
What do you think would be the number one thing you've gained from this sport?
Um, Really just the experience of getting to do this, to getting to compete at that level and getting to travel and to spend that much time into, um, I guess, going through the process of training and training and training and seeing the results months and months after you putting in all of that work and the reward from that. It's taught me a lot personally, and it was just a pretty incredible experience doing all that.
Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down to one thing, but I think the lessons that you learn through having to train for a sport like this, it's year round, and you don't get a break, and you don't see results very quickly, and so discipline and learning about how to set goals and how to reach those goals is probably the biggest thing I've taken away from it.
A lot of people have mentioned and talked about running being an individual sport, but you've done both. I mean, now you are running on your own, but you've also been on a team. What would you say you gained from the experience of being a runner on a team?
Being on a team definitely allowed me to go to another level, because now that I'm not on a team, I definitely have near the accountability nor the commitment to work towards something. And when I was on the team, I definitely was accountable to somebody. I had to go to practice, and we had a common goal. We were all striving toward the same thing, to better ourselves, to better the team. So for that, I would disagree. I would think running would be very much a team sport, at least for my experience running in high school and college.
Yeah, I think the same, and both of us have played other sports and been on what people consider team sports, and but running, to be honest, especially cross country and track, you can't win a championship without a team, and so you may, from an outside perspective, see it as an individual thing, but it's absolutely not, because when you're going through this throughout the summer in the off season, you have to be working out because you've got, 5 other people on a cross country team, or who knows how many on a track team, counting on you to help score points next season.
So you've come from championships and losses and high school and college. What advice would you give to runners who are just getting into the sport, or maybe you're in high school wanting to go on to college?
For those just getting into the sport, I think setting reasonable expectations and training smart, get together with somebody that knows what they're talking about and what's going on, and baby steps for sure. Just taking it as it goes. And for those that are wanting to go to college, I would say it would just be patience. It takes a long time and a lot of effort for results to come around, and immediate gratification isn't necessarily or typically isn't going to happen. And to just to continue to train and to trust their training, and to just continue to pursue.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because one of the biggest things I think is advice-wise that you can give is that it's going to take a really long time and more hard work than you can really imagine at the moment to get to where you want to be to reach your goals. So patience and having a disciplined work ethic is huge in this sport.
All right, that sounds like great advice. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I wish you the best in your running as you continue.
Thank you.
Thanks.